The climate situation is going downhill. About 93% of the people in the UK feel some degree of eco-anxiety, while 44% of them felt very worried about climate change. A concerning amount of people in this same survey felt a sense of frustrated helplessness with being unable to make a difference. 42% of shoppers want to be more environmentally conscious, but they feel that they don't know enough. Ecotrack is our concept which will bring the climate crisis into the hands of the people. Ecotrack is an app that tracks the carbon footprint of the products that one buys, allowing them to scan the barcodes of the products, making the whole process much faster and easier, mitigating the fears that people have to put excessive amounts of effort to make a difference, since 84% of people believe that making a difference requires a changing of their daily routines. In addition to storing their carbon statistics, this app will contain articles that can further educate the user on the climate crisis.
Let's briefly consider the theoretical impact of our app. Imagine it has a user base of 100,000 people. It will help the average user reduce CO2 emissions by 5 kilograms every day, reducing the carbon footprint of all users cumulatively by 180 million kilograms of CO2 every year. To compare, this is the equivalent of the carbon emissions from 1 billion and 200 million kilometers driven in the average car. Now imagine if the number of active users was much larger and more global. The change we could make will be staggering.
So, what will our app look like?
We have an easy-to-use software aimed for all populations, divided into 6 separate categories: Home, Donate, Discover, Scan, Search, and Profile. Home will be the hub of user interactions, with a sum of all carbon emissions, as well as a performance graph for the past week and month. It also contains a portal to the leaderboard, where your rank can be found, gamifying the app and engaging users. The user will also have the opportunity to donate within the app in order to remove ads and support us as developers. We then have our education section, known as Discover, in which users can access courses, permitting them to learn more about the environment. Then comes our most important feature, Scan, which allows users to easily scan and log their products. This also includes our comparison algorithm, which will suggest the best alternatives for the environment. We then have Search, for those unable to use the Scan feature. And finally, Profile, where lifetime carbon emissions could be registered, as well as a section for queries. We hope to make this a social app, so we have included the ability to add friends to share your carbon reduction journey.
By scanning the barcode of the product, we can use the Open Food Facts database to find what products that barcode is referring to. In addition to finding the name of the product, we can use the same database to find other properties such as its food group, P&S group, and category. For example, taking a barcode, we can use Open Food Facts to ascertain that it has these such properties. We then use a Globalize to calculate carbon output. Having taken the carbon footprint of the product the consumer has bought, we can visualize the data which is stored in a matrix in the form of pie charts and bar charts, etc.
What differentiates our concept from other competitors that also track carbon footprint is going to be the ability to give suggestions to the user to reduce their carbon emissions. Taking peanut butter as an example, there are bonuses and penalties given to each iteration of this kind of product based on things like packaging and ingredients. If we take their eco scores and their nutrition scores, normalizing the data using this formula, we can use Pareto optimization to find the best product according to how much a user values eco score versus nutrition on a scale of 0 to 1. By considering every single one of the same type of product on the Pareto frontier, we can define a weighted utility function through which the product with the highest score is recommended.
The target market is the general population, but specifically people who want it and are willing to make a difference. This means that this product will be appealing to a vast proportion of the population, allowing the user base to reach millions. If we reach a 100,000 user base within a year, which is feasible with good marketing and considering the size of the market, such as advertisements and the friends feature on the app, which encourages interaction between others in the app, we will earn money through ads. Assuming that the average user sees 7 banner ads at £1 of CPM a day, we can earn at least £21,000 a month. An app costs anywhere between £10,000 to £150,000. Since our app isn't conceptually complicated to code, we can assume that it would cost £20,000 to £40,000 if coding costs are low. Due to other costs on the screen, we will need an investment of £50,000, which we can pay back quickly.
Our target market, while this product can be used by anybody, will be more specifically geared towards people who explicitly want to make a difference, which is why, through advertisements, we will appeal to the frustrated helplessness with being unable to make a difference that many of these people feel, and how our app can change that. Moreover, we can also hope to increase our user base through the implementation of a social networking system, in which the user can make friends on the app, which would encourage users to make other people download the app through word of mouth.